we're both competitors, and there's no ill will. And once we both get punched in the face, like, we're gonna be locked in.
Hank has one job to do, which is to let anybody know that's listening that it doesn't make any difference, that boxing is a real sport. My skills versus your skills, of which I am an abundance of and of which you have none of.
Jake Paul is reportedly terrified after hearing that Floyd Mayweather has joined Gervonta Davis's training camp. Although he keeps insisting that he's staying positive and focusing on his health, his body language seems to tell a very different story. The thought of Mayweather helping Tank sharpen his timing and power adds an entirely new level of danger to the upcoming fight. Many fans believe Jake now realizes he's facing a true fighter backed by one of boxing's greatest minds, and the pressure is clearly starting to weigh on him.
Cardio, the conditioning, it's a sprint and a marathon at the same time. But I feel great. So I don't know, after 5 years of doing it, I'm healthier than ever, mentally doing amazing. So I'm just always thinking of the positive. And even in sparring, I've never been knocked down or knocked out or anything. So I've just yet to experience any.
Have you ever been knocked out?
No, never. I was meditating once. That's how my nose is crooked. People think my nose is crooked from boxing, but I was meditating once. It's the only time I've ever passed out and I got knocked out. But I was sitting on this higher chair thing, meditating, breathing in, and I think I had like low blood sugar or something, or it was early in the morning, earlier than I normally woke up, and I just fell forward straight into the concrete, and it broke my nose, and I was like knocked out.
Floyd Mayweather has reportedly joined Gervonta Davis in his training camp, offering valuable guidance and strategy as the fight draws near. His presence brings a wealth of elite experience and confidence to Tank's preparation. Under Mayweather's mentorship, Davis is focusing on perfecting his technique, maintaining discipline, and sharpening his mindset as he gears up for the biggest spectacle of his career. Many boxing experts analyzing this matchup immediately point out the dramatic difference in natural size and reach between the two fighters. Gervonta Davis built his reputation dominating opponents in the lighter divisions, where his explosive power proved devastating against fighters closer to his own weight. Jake Paul, on the other hand, has competed as a cruiserweight, entering the ring significantly heavier while using his height and reach to his advantage. Critics see this as a major red flag, arguing that the size disparity is far too great for any official governing body to sanction the bout as a legitimate contest.
The question is, what's the rules? And like, are they gonna actually try and knock each other out? Because it's gonna be a glorified sparring match. I'm not watching, dude. I don't give a fuck.
Jake's gonna have a hard time hitting him.
Yeah,
You know,
big time. Gervonta's so fast
and
and skilled.
Gervonta's gonna eat his.
I thought
guts.
Jake was gonna fight Anthony Joshua. That seemed.
No, that was actually getting.
That is
sounded
the
more
craziest
interesting.
idea I've ever
Yeah.
heard. Jake Paul trying to fight Anthony Joshua is, you know, crazy.
Not a sanctioned professional bout. This means the fight will not count towards either fighter's professional records.
So it's still being finalized.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like
So
that.
what is so behind the scenes? You think there are things like, hey, we
Yes.
don't punch
Yep.
each other in the jaw?
Yep. Or don't go. We can punch in the face, but don't go for broke. Like, don't knock me out.
Really?
Yeah. It's an exhibition.
That's
so
not
we can
very
get away
interesting
with
to
it. No. Until I find the rule sets, but when I hear exhibition, I'm like, okay.
Jake is bodied up, man.
He's big.
Yeah,
Probably has 100 pounds on Gervonta.
maybe. I'd say Gervonta probably walks at 150.
Oh, he's so small.
So small. I mean, he's really small. Bring up Gervonta Davis next to Floyd Mayweather, because seen Floyd in person, and he's tiny. How many? You've seen Floyd in person?
I worked with Gervonta and Floyd.
Tiny.
Well,
Oh,
Floyd
dude.
likely has shoes on
Oh,
there.
dude, he's so small.
He's tiny, guys.
Yeah. And he's so small.
Chael Sonnen has emerged as one of the strongest voices backing Gervonta Davis in this situation. He views Davis not just as a champion, but as a representative of boxing itself. Sonnen explained that while Jake Paul has brought new attention and viewers to the sport, that popularity has also raised questions about its quality and legitimacy. Now, fans are looking to Davis to restore balance. Sonnen believes Davis has a unique opportunity to send a clear message about what true elite fighters can do when facing someone still learning the craft. To Sonnen, this fight represents boxing defending its honor and reputation. Although he acknowledges Jake's role in expanding global interest, Sonnen insists that Tank must deliver a dominant performance to show the clear difference between hype and genuine skill.
Tank has one job to do, which is to let anybody know that's listening that it doesn't make any difference, that boxing is a real sport. My skills versus your skills, of which I am an abundance of and of which you have none of. My life's commitment and dedication versus a second or third or fourth thought in the world of priority on your list. And I used to believe those things. Now, I go back far enough in MMA that I've had my eyes opened a number of times. The fact that karate was so incredibly useless, or the fact that Jeet Kune Do was so incredibly useless, like these were not things that I would have bet on when I was in high school. As a wrestler at that time, I would not have assumed that I would fare well in a fight against somebody that knew Kung Fu. We had all been falsely led through Hollywood. Not through competition, not through sport, not through understanding of the game, but just through Hollywood. We were told that those guys were the most dangerous guys. So, we then eventually get up to Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather, which had a weight discrepancy, but it was very small. I mean, I watched them weigh in, I want to say it was...
Weight classes exist in boxing for a reason. They protect fighters by maintaining physical balance and fairness in competition. Gervonta Davis is accustomed to opponents who move quickly and share similar size and build, but facing Jake Paul would present an entirely different challenge. Paul's naturally larger frame carries more muscle and punching power, creating immediate concerns about safety and practicality. While Tank's explosive power would still be a factor, landing clean shots on a much bigger opponent who can absorb heavier punches would completely change the dynamics of the fight. Many observers believe that even with his superior skill and experience, Davis would need more than just talent to overcome such a physical disadvantage. Meanwhile, Jake Paul benefits simply from his size, even if his technique doesn't match Davis's elite level. This imbalance raises serious questions about how competitive or legitimate the matchup could truly be.
In hell this fight was ever gonna happen, and the fact that y'all believed it, I don't know, you're stupid. So Rick Thompson, chairman of the Georgia Athletic Commission, told USA Today Sports that Paul's promotion company withdrew its request for permits and a rule waiver, citing the 65-pound weight difference between the fighters. The Rick Thompson guy straight up said they've been promoting something they should not have been. Come on guys, like, use your brains. Y'all boxing fans, you understand this. This fight was never gonna happen. This is the article from USA Today. It says the status of the proposed fight between Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis under scrutiny because of the weight discrepancy between the two fighters. Rick Thompson is coming out and saying this stuff because he said he believes it's in the public's best interest to know that they've been promoting something they should not have been. Communications director for the Office of the Secretary of State told USA Today Sports the event will not be happening. But funny enough, tickets are still available. You can still purchase them online, and the fight is still listed.
Throughout his career, Gervonta Davis has consistently expressed his commitment to real boxing and the legacy that comes with facing the best opponents available. That's why some fans feel confused by his willingness to share the ring with a social media personality who is still finding his place in the sport. They argue that Davis should be focusing on top-ranked challengers rather than engaging in what they see as a spectacle. These fans also worry that Tank's involvement could lend influencer boxing a sense of legitimacy it hasn't earned, sending the wrong message that popularity can be valued as much as skill and ranking. While the fight would undoubtedly attract massive attention and financial reward, many supporters hoped Davis would stay clear of anything that might distract from his established championship narrative and dedication to authentic competition.
Not the problem with boxing. Tank Davis is. Jake Paul's doing exactly what he's supposed to do. He's a Disney Channel kid, YouTube star turned boxer. Of course, he's gonna make these stupid spectacle matchups. He doesn't care about his career, his legacy, or the sport. Meanwhile, we have Tank Davis, the heir apparent to Floyd Mayweather and Adrian Broner, who has real talent. And if he was actually consistent in the ring and was willing to get in with some of the best fighters in the world, he could be top 3 pound for pound best fighters in the sport. But instead, Tank just wants to hold up his division for 5 years and make a mockery of the sport, especially with this fight. I know Tank Davis multiple times has said he only cares about the money and just wants to make 100 mil and go retire off an island somewhere, but that's bad for the sport, especially coming from one of our sport's biggest superstars. Look at guys like Naoya Inoue, Alexander Usyk, Terrence Crawford. Those guys are real fighters, okay? They challenge themselves against the best fighters in the world, and money comes their way too from it. Don't get it twisted. What's crazy is Tank would make just as much money if he fought Shakur, Devin Haney, even Teofimo Lopez. The biggest tragedy of all is the fact that Lamont Roach isn't getting his rematch. He got robbed in that fight with a knockdown. He definitely would have won the split decision, and he would have got his Buster Douglas moment, but he didn't, and now he can't even get a rematch because Tank is going to do this, and now Lamont Roach has to fight Pitbull Cruz instead. I used to be such a big Tank Davis fan, but over the last year and a half that I've had this channel, the amount of BS that I've had to report on Tank Davis just like this completely turned me off as a fan of Tank Davis. Jake Paul can do his thing with the influencers, with the MMA fighters, but with boxers,
Boxing has undergone a dramatic transformation in recent years. Top-level fighters often struggle to capture widespread attention unless their bouts feature a unique storyline or dramatic build-up. Analysts attribute this shift to changing audience behavior. Fans now scroll quickly, react to viral moments, and prioritize entertainment over sporting merit. As a result, promoters increasingly focus on what sells rather than what elevates the sport itself. Influencer boxing has thrived in this environment, offering instant excitement and sensational narratives that dominate headlines and social media feeds. Unfortunately, this trend makes it harder for pure athletes to shine, as the spotlight continues to shift toward events designed for clicks rather than respect. Many within the boxing community find this troubling, believing that the sport's traditional values of skill, discipline, and legacy are gradually being overshadowed by a growing emphasis on spectacle and showmanship.
To where it's at, I'll expand on that. For one, you have good fights where I'm not talking about these type of fights, crossover type of fight, former Disney guy, influencer stuff, not. And Jake Paul has really promoted himself and acquitted himself to the point where he's kind of a boxer. Now, he hasn't fought the top names, I get it, blah, 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 but he's doing his thing. He's training like a boxer. He's not like taking it lightly, like streaming and then working on his YouTube more than he's working on his boxing. It is what it is, right? But beyond that, let's keep it going. I told you I'm about to really get unpacked. Subscribe to the channel. The reality is, the reason why I'm saying I blame you, the fans, is because we've had some very good fights, like David Benavidez, Caleb Plant, whatever. I'm talking in the last 5-10 years, right? Very good fights, all boxing. So not talking influencer or any type of crossover fight, right? Good fights, and then you got boxing fans in a niche sport who didn't further the exposure by advertising or buying the fight, mostly buying the fight with piracy and whatnot. So now we're at a point in this society where these companies, they're like, all right, they see the piracy is a problem. Now they're looking for sure shot, must win type of scenarios. That's why we're getting these fights that some people, purists and diehards, are calling wonky fights. You know what I mean? It is your fault because when there was real boxing on,
Boxing stands at a crossroads between tradition and entertainment. As viral moments and influencer bouts dominate headlines, the essence of true competition risks being overshadowed. It's time for fans, fighters, and promoters to stand for authenticity, to celebrate skill, discipline, and legacy over spectacle. Support the athletes who dedicate their lives to mastering the craft. Let's bring the focus back to real boxing and protect the sport's honor for generations to come. Real fighters, real fights, real legacy.